Hello and a very warm welcome. Lewis Hamilton's fourth win at Russia. He ends Ferrari's dominance, benefits hugely from the VSC. There will be no footage here. My race reaction: Ferrari teams in games as usual. Vettel absolutely superb, retires. Hamilton benefits. Lewis Hamilton wins the Russian Grand Prix. Let's get into the race. Now, at the start, Sebastian Vettel gets an absolute worldie. Now, this is where the bullshit comes in. Ferrari have planned it before the start. Vettel got an amazing start. Charles Leclerc was basically told to tow him, because if Leclerc was racing properly, he would have covered the inside. He didn't cover the inside. Vettel goes down the inside, and you would cover the inside if you're in the race lead, and that's where they pre-arranged it, and then they wanted to let Leclerc back through. But Vettel was quicker than Leclerc, so it all went tits up. Grosjean, 3 into 1 doesn't go. Ricciardo down the inside, Giovinazzi in the middle. Grosjean basically gets taken out, Ricciardo gets a puncture. Kimi, jump start. 2007 world champion, jump the start, he gets a drive through. And then it comes in. Who's best known for team orders? Every single time it is Scuderia Ferrari. How many times have we seen it? You go back to Massa Alonso in Germany, Rubens Barrichello, Schumacher. They're constantly known. They're the only team in F1 that constantly gives team orders. It's bullshit. Just let them race. I hate team orders with a passion. Sebastian Vettel made a world-class start. He was quicker than Leclerc. It's just nonsense. Vettel quicker than Leclerc, pit stops time. Ricciardo is out, he retires, too much damage after the first lap. Ferrari basically, so Leclerc comes in, Leclerc setting fastest laps. Vettel's on the radio, my tyres are going off. They basically keep Vettel out, so Leclerc gets the position back from the start. Because Vettel was too quick at the start, so they couldn't switch him. So they basically just keep Vettel out, so Leclerc jumps him. Vettel comes out after his pit stop, literally gets right round to the last sector, and then pulls off with MGUK problems. And that basically stopped a good race, because Vettel would have been fired up. He comes out behind Leclerc, we're going to have a great race till the end. No, we're not, because the Ferrari car stops. Vettel retires, disappointing, and then a virtual safety car comes out. Hamilton and Bottas pit, because they're on a different strategy. Ferrari started on softs, Hamilton and Bottas on mediums. They get a free pit stop, Hamilton wins the race. Russell, he goes off under the virtual safety car, brake failure. Kubica retires, also on safety grounds. Kubica had brake issues, hit the wall, so I believe they retired Kubica under safety grounds in case it happened to him. And then Kevin Magnussen, 5-second penalty, and for me a pretty bullshit penalty. He's battling with Sergio Perez, they go down into P2. Kevin Magnussen didn't go round the bollard, but he lost a place to Perez, so how is that getting an advantage? I have no idea. He's lost the position, but yet you still give him a penalty. I thought that was a bit harsh. Race rating, I'll give it 5 out of 10. Russia, it doesn't provide world-class races, but it was a good strategic battle. It was kind of exciting, but it wasn't a worldie. Driver of the day, it's got to be Alexander Albon. He's had a tough weekend, binned it in the wall in qualifying, but he's come from the pit lane to P5. Fastest lap, Lewis Hamilton. Russia race reaction, Hamilton benefits from a VSC. Ferrari team order, bullshit, playing games. So Lewis Hamilton wins, benefits from the safety car, virtual safety car, free pit stop, easy win. He's the world champion of 2019 without a shadow of a doubt. 73 points gap to Bottas, there's no way he's losing the championship from here. Valtteri Bottas second, a Russian specialist, but he comes home P2, held off Charles Leclerc. P3, Charles Leclerc, he played the team game at the start. It must have been planned. He played the team game at the start. He wasn't happy that Vettel didn't give him the place back. Then Ferrari kept Vettel out. He got back ahead of Vettel, and then basically with Vettel Ferrari were going to win the race, but with Vettel pulling off, it basically benefited Mercedes because it gave Mercedes a free pit stop. Max P4, very quiet race. Albon 5th, came from the pit lane to 5th. Carlos Sainz just driving superbly, he's P6. Perez P7, he's got a good record at this track. Lando Norris 8th. Kevin Magnussen, he did finish 8th on the road, but with a 5-second penalty he drops to 9th. That was a bullshit penalty if you ask me. He lost a position to Perez, yet you give him a penalty for gaining an advantage. Yes, he didn't go round the bollard, but he lost a position. It's not as if he straight lined the corner and kept ahead of Perez. I don't agree with that. 10th, Nico Hulkenberg. Good point. He was all over Norris, couldn't get past him. Stroll is 11th. Danny Kvyat at home is P12. It's been a tough weekend for him. Kimi Raikkonen 13th. Jumped the start, got a drive through. Unlucky for some. Gasly 14th. Had a massive dive bomb on Kvyat. And last but not least, Giovinazzi. DNF's Romain Grosjean got taken out on lap 1. Ricciardo had a puncture, retired later on, massive damage. Vettel pulled off with an MG UK problem. Russell had a brake issue, hit the wall, and Kubica retired on safety grounds, in case it happened to him. There we have it, Russian reaction, qualifying reaction done, race reaction, driver ratings. Look out for driver ratings, will be coming out soon. And yeah, Ferrari 3 wins in a row. Hamilton ends Ferrari's dominance. Lewis Hamilton wins the Russian Grand Prix. Again, he gets pretty lucky with a virtual safety car, but you gotta take that in opportunities. I'm buzzing, man. I'm a Hamilton fan. He is the world champion, and fastest lap, perfect, dominating, 73 points ahead. Will be breaking that all-time record of Michael Schumacher's. Maybe not this year, but definitely next year. Hamilton, odd strategy by Mercedes, but it paid off in the end. They got lucky. Vettel was absolutely superb today. He was quicker than Leclerc. He's fired up. This young teammate is pushing him. He won in Singapore. For me, I think if he didn't retire, I think Vettel would have passed Leclerc. Vettel would have won the race for me, because Vettel was quicker than Charles Leclerc today. Ferrari, they always have to play games. Just let them race. We all know at the start it's pretty overpowered, the slipstream. Vettel, beautiful reaction. He gets past Lewis Hamilton, they almost touch. Then he gets in the slipstream of his monegasque teammate. Leclerc, he's going straight. This is why it's planned, because Charles Leclerc would have covered the inside line. He didn't cover the inside line, he just let Vettel take the inside line. Then they would have said, we're going to swap it back. And the swap never happened because Leclerc couldn't keep up with Vettel. They kept him out. Leclerc gets ahead. We were in for a world-class race, and we got robbed of it, really, because Vettel retires. There we have it, Russian race reaction done. Hamilton wins. Ends that Ferrari streak of wins. Hamilton, buzzing. Get in there, Lewis. Get in there, Lewis. We got the best fans in here, Russia. We got the best fans here. Join me for driver ratings. Comment down below. We'll always reply. Leave it down in the comments. Who's your driver of the day? Mine's Alexander Albon. I thought he was superb after he's had a tough weekend. Comment down below. We'll always reply. Hamilton wins the Russian Grand Prix.